And boys, we are back here with another college football video. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my favorite value option at every single position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILLA at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, before we do go on ahead and get into the first card, which is gonna be quarterback, I just want to talk about what a value card is to me. A value card is like a step above a budget card, and it's kind of in like that 100 to 150K range for me, and they're also not the best card in the games a lot of time, and they're also not the cheapest. So a lot of times we get to spotlight some cards that we just don't really get to talk about a ton. And also what I want to say before we get into the quarterback as well is I think with this team right here, this is a competitive team in my opinion. I don't think it's that much worse than the best player at every single position. And at quarterback right here, we're going to get it started with KJ Jefferson. And KJ Jefferson's like right around that 150K mark. And now sometimes when you check his price, he might be a little bit more expensive. He might even be a little bit cheaper, but KJ Jefferson I think is kind of a perfect representation of what I want this lineup to be. And he's 6'3", 247, 84 speed, has 90 throw power, and has 90 short accuracy, 88 medium, 86 deep. I think he's a top end quarterback in the game, and him for 150, I don't mind that at all. And again, when we compare him to someone like Braxton Miller or Diego going for like millions of coins, like this just kind of seems like a steal to me. Running back right here, never thought it'd be the day, but we are going to have Quinshon Judkins right here. Quinshon Judkins, 150K for him. Wow. I mean, day one card, still a beast, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, great break tackle, good trucking, and he is just still like a do-it-all running back, has a really good juke move, and this 89 speed is still holding up today. So yeah, love this Quinshon Judkins card. He is a first ballot cut Hall of Famer for sure. Now at fullback right here, you can just go field pass Caleb Driscoll. I'm going to try to avoid as many field pass cards just in case people aren't leveled up. Also like Colin Lacey, it's great receiver too. I'm just going to focus on cards we can spend coins on. And at fullback right here, we are going to have Max Bredesen as well, going for around 30K. Very solid fullback stats, man. That's really all I have to say about it. Fullback really isn't the most important position. We haven't gotten a ton of fullbacks, but yeah, he's going to be our fullback. Now, wide receivers right here, this is a card that I think is a steal. We have Keon Magwood right here under that 150K mark right now. He's 5'11", 90 speed on the card with 90 short route running, 92 medium. Like a great short to medium route runner. Does hit that 85 level of deep as well. We're looking for 90s across the board for like elite level route running. But yeah, man, I love the route running he hits. I think this is a card that way outplays 150K. Kind of shocked by his price. Wide receiver 2, kind of similar to Quinshon Judkins. Kind of weird how we're here now. Luther Burden, 150K. Another card very similar to Quinshon Judkins. First ballot cut Hall of Famer right here. 88 speed, has 85s across the board for route running, and he's still a great receiver in the game. Luther Burden. What I would recommend is ability wise, I really like 2 takeoffs on receiver just to help beat like some of the press zone and also press man. And these dudes can absolutely fry on streaks right here. So I like both of these guys. And a wide receiver 3, we're going to have a little crossover right here from the budget video. I'm gonna have Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn, just think he's great budget card, great value, like 55K for someone that is 88 speed and hits decent route runnings across the board. Doesn't hit 85 short, but I feel like Jimmy Horn way outplays this mark. So yeah, this is going to be our trio of receiver. Now we're going to go to tight end. Now tight end, I do think we take that step up from Jason Morrow, and it's going to be Brock Bowers for me. Brock Bowers is 6'3", 243, 85 speed, and he hits 85 short, 85 medium, and 85 deep route running. So great route running across the board. The only like weakness of the card, I guess you could say, is he's not the greatest run blocker, but I feel like he just hits great route running, so that's why I want him on the list. And now offensive line, you can actually build a really good one. First off, we're gonna have Amari Knight right here, and he is 6'7", 318. And what I'm looking for is a balance of pass block power, pass block finesse, and run block, and he has great ones. I mean, 88 pass block power, 91 pass block finesse, 86 run block. I would even say he's better than the 90 overall Devin Manuel. I would rather run him because of the pass block power and pass block finesse over this card. So this is the best left tackle in the game. Thomas Rymack is the new best left guard, but someone that's not really too far behind him. We're gonna have Hayden Connor right here. Hayden Connor just has 85 pass block power, 85 pass block finesse, 80 run block. Another card that kind of carried over from the budget video, but after Thomas Rymack, we kind of have a spot where it's like not really too many left guards in the game. We're gonna go to center right here, where we can also potentially get the best center in the game, Federico right here, and he is 6'4", 300. Like him over Hadley because he has better pass block power, pass block finesse, and he does have worse run block, so I guess it does depend on scheme, of course, but I like hitting 90 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse on this card. And now we're going to go ahead and go to right guard, where I am going to have Preston Wilson. Preston Wilson, again, another elite level pass blocker with 90 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse, and 82 run block. So again, scheme wise, you may want someone with a little bit higher run block, but I went with the pass protector right here in Wilson. position. And at right tackle, we're going to have Emory Jones, who is the best right tackle. 88 pass block power, 88 pass block finesse, 87 run block. So again, just a great balance of stats across the board. And yeah, this is what the offensive side of the ball is looking like. In total on offense right here, we spent 1.28 million and we had 12 players we went over. So on average, we spent around 106K per position. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the defense side of the ball, where we're going to go ahead and get started at free safety right here. And I have to have Ed Reed, man. Like, he's right at that kind of like maybe a little bit overvalued, but I mean, 90 overall Ed Reed. I feel like he hits one of the biggest stats in the game. And Ed Reed, great card. 90 speed, 89 acceleration. The biggest thing for me is this right here. 90 zone coverage, man. I feel like once you hit 90, your zones start to zone. So love Ed Reed right here, even though he's a little bit over like the 150K mark. We said it's like 4K. I think we can live with that given how good this card is and given how I think he's a lot better than the other free safeties. Now at strong safety, I could have went LaMiles Brooks. I could have. I'm going to play someone out of position. I'm going Malachi Starks. I feel like he's too good. Malachi Starks, love this card right here. And I'm okay with playing him at strong safety when he's a free safety. I feel like it's fine. 6'1", 88 speed, 89 acceleration, going for 54K. That is just insane. This is another card with the strategy item in the game. You could get him up to 90 zone coverage. So like, yes, sign me up. We have two cards right here that hit 90 zone. Love that. Of course, we need the strategy item for Starks, but I feel like it's worth it. And at corner right here, we're going to have a very similar theme. CB1, we're going to have D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo Hall, 89 overall. I believe this was another carryover from the budget list, but 89 speed, 89 excel with the strategy item, hits 90 zone. That's what I want to hit. D'Angelo Hall is going to be our CB1. CB2, this is a personal favorite card of mine. I want to run zone coverage. Going to be Zabin Brown, another card that carried over from the budget video, but he does have a little bit lower change of direction, but 88 speed, 88 excel, 90 zone coverage. So 4 pieces on defense so far, hit 90 zone coverage. I love that. CB3 right here, I went with the more balanced player that does have some height. It's going to be another season 1 card. It is going to go ahead and be Will Johnson. Will Johnson is 6'2", going for around 136K, 88 speed, 87 excel, 89 man, hits the 85 level of zone, which is still good. 89 press, more of a man-to-man corner, but I feel like him in like the slot, he could do some work for us. So yeah, I like Will Johnson right here. Still one of the better corners in the game. And yeah, this is what the secondary is looking like. Let's go ahead and round out the front 7. Now at outside linebacker, I'm gonna have 2 right outside linebackers. First one, Colin Oliver. Colin Oliver, simply too good to go for 60K in my opinion. I mean, he's 6'2", 86 speed, 85 excel. He's a great pass rusher, but he also hits 85 zone coverage as well. So no matter what you want him to do, whether you want him to be an edge rusher for you, whether you want him to be a coverage player, whether you want him to be someone that does both, like occasionally rushes the passer, drops into a zone, he can do it all, man. So love Colin Oliver. Now left outside linebacker, we're gonna overspend again, but I feel like this is a card that is so worth it, man. It's a little bit over budget, but like I feel like for his price, again, simply just too good, man. And 88 speed, 86 excel. This is an all-out coverage player, whether you want to user him, whether you want him to be an AI coverage player, like Starks and also D'Angelo Hall. With the strategy item in the game that plus a zone gets up to 90 zone at linebacker. So now we have 5 pieces on defense that hit that zone coverage threshold. Think about it, right? Say we spend 200K on Wesley, we spent 50K on Colin Oliver. I feel like that averages out to where we have value right here. And Wesley, I think he's worth every penny of that. And middle linebacker right here, we are going to have Sean Dolick at middle linebacker 1, going for around 133K, 88 speed, 89 excel, does have 82 zone coverage. This is another potential user card. Just some of the better physical stats you're going to get at linebacker, so really good in the run defense as well. Middle linebacker 2, I am going to still have Brian Bosworth. This is another card that kind of carried over from the budget video, and he's 6'4", 86 speed, and has 85 zone. So yeah, really prioritize that zone coverage rating. I also like the height on this card as well. Downside, the agility and change of direction, right? Doesn't really move too well with that, but I feel like he can make up for it. Again, zone and height. Now we're going to round out the front 7 right here with the defensive line. At right end for me, I am going to have Julius Peppers, another card that carried over from the budget video, but he's 6'7", 295, has like a crazy player model. Like he's built like a bowling ball, but 86 speed, 86 excel, and just great balance between block shed, power moves, and finesse moves. This is a great card in the game. And at left end right here, I am going to have Romello Height. I really love this Romello height card. Love the physical stats on him with 86 speed, 92 acceleration. The one downside of the card is lower block shed. If you look at the card's traits, he has spin and swim move on yes, bull rush on no, meaning he's not going to use that power move rating. He's only going to use finesse moves, right? So we can essentially block out that power move rating. 91 finesse moves. He's a great pass rusher. I get he's a little bit weak in the run game, but there's another card that even though he has weaknesses, I feel like he makes up for it. And at defensive tackle right here, it's going to be actually the same from the budget video. Jalen Carter, beast man, 83 speed, 87 XL, 6'3", 314. Great block shed and power moves, lower finesse moves, but like I said with Romello height, even though he has a lower stat, I feel like he makes up for it. So love this Jalen Carter card at DT1. And at DT2, you have some options. I mean, you have Warren Sapp, you have Howard Cross, you have Darius Alexander, even Mean Joe Green is fine. Like, you can go a bunch of different places. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Howard Cross today. I feel like this card is extremely balanced. I feel like all three of those guys can be argued, but Howard Cross, 75 speed, 87 XL, great block shed, power moves, and finesse moves. And yeah, this is what the defensive side of the ball is looking like. In total on defense, we spent like 1.27 mil, and we had 13 cards we went over on defense. And in total on defense, we spent around 97K per position, which is kind of crazy given how good I think these cards are. Now we're going to round it out with special teams right here. We're at punter. We're going to have David, who has some of the highest kick power in the game. And this is a card we could just make our kickoff specialist as well. We're not really punting a lot, right? He can kick the ball far on kickoffs, and with kicker right here, could go Mason Shipley with the 88 kick power, but I feel like Zane Gonzalez with the 87. Like, you could just, you know, it's like one kick power, you save 50K. Up to you if you want to get Mason Shipley, but yeah, boys. This has been my thoughts on the best value card at every single position in college football ultimate team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if I left anyone off the list that should have been on here, but hope you guys did enjoy the video today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more college football ultimate team content just like this. And if you guys do want to go and see me use some of these cards live on stream, I've been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.